What is it then, David?
Terry, please don't hang up.
I'm not hanging up.
I'm having a pretty rough time, Terry. Someone's tried to kill me.
What?
Really. At the docks, it was, 2 men.
Hang on. What kind of a story is this? This some kind of guilt trip thing?
Terry, I'm telling you the truth. I feel terrible.
David, listen. We can't carry on like this anymore. We both need some space.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I know it. Okay. Kim gets her operation, and I do some therapy. And the two of us will work the whole thing out. And then, we'll go to a ball game. You know, like we used to. We'll take a 6-pack each, and then...
Let's just give it a while.
Oh, come on, Terry. Hey, how long have we known each other? You're my best friend. You know what? Kim's coming to New York. Didn't she tell you that already?
Yeah.
I've thought about it, and I'll be completely open with her. Talk face to face. I'll apologize. I'll tell her I love her. Maybe, just maybe we can pick things up again. What do you reckon? Terry? Still there?
Yep.
Right, okay, you don't have to say anything. I'll call you once I've spoken to Kim. Wish me luck. Till then.
So, Doc, how's it going?
Detective.
I was just thinking we haven't seen you around. I was starting to get worried. I've been here since 7. We had a couple of divers in the harbor. And, what can I say? We found your wallet.
Wow, that's good news.
Yeah, and that's not all. There's a couple of other things. I tried to call you several times, but you never picked up.
I've only just been able to get the PDA working again.
Okay, so listen up, Doc. I've taken another look at the thing with the mental hospital.
So you believe me?
Now, a couple of new things have come up that I find interesting. And you will too, I imagine.
Tell me.
I had Jason go through the files again. Apparently, the hospital was supposed to have been shut down in the 70s. But then the plans were shelved for some kind of special program.
Those are your new findings? Dr. Young already told me something like that.
Whoa, hold it. So just where do you think the hospital gets its funding from?
From the health authority?
Wrong. The budget for special medicine is funded by the Defense Department. And your friend Dr. Young is also paid out of this budget.
So Young's on the Pentagon payroll as well.
That's it. You're working in a military establishment, Doc. So that explains why the NSA took your file.
I knew it. Young's been lying to me right from the beginning.
He's not allowed to tell you anything, Doc. We got this stuff from a file classified confidential. Jason used a few little, computer tricks.
I get it.
This has to be kept between us, okay?
So I've been put on this case by the Pentagon as well?
Sure looks that way.
The Army doesn't get rid of guys quite as fast as it looks. I never thought I'd end up on their payroll again. These kids must be some kind of serious security interest for them, but why is that?
That's what I'd like to know.
What do you reckon then, Detective? Why would they choose me to do this investigation? My Army career wasn't exactly...
the most exemplary, I heard.
You know that? Where from?
Jason. Sorry, Doc, but I had to check you out. It's my job.
So, who was it that attacked me yesterday?
Somebody doesn't like what you're doing. And if the Pentagon's paying you, then it's not surprising that you may be getting involved with some real bad guys.
Great. You're really reassuring. You know that, Moretti? So what should I do now?
You carry on with what you're doing, Doc. Go over to Staten Island and get on with your investigations. Act normal, but just keep out of Young's way. And not a word to anybody about this, okay? I'm going back to the office. I'm going to take a closer look at just what kind of cases that hospital's been dealing with in the past few years. You look after yourself, okay?
I'm ready for anything.
Good. I'll meet you again here tonight, and we'll talk.
Can't we phone? I've got a meeting with my wife this evening.
I'd rather do it face to face. Just have your meeting then. I'll be here from 8. I'll wait for you.
Okay. Till then. Hey, what's going on back there? Hold it. That rubber dinghy could be... the rescue ring from the landing. The rescue ring rope. So, ready. Okay, the ring's ready to throw. Definitely. There's a weapon in there. I'll tie it up first.
Oh, Mr. McNamara, this is a surprise.
A surprise? How do you mean? After all, it's not my first day here.
Oh, yes, of course. I just thought that...
That I overslept?
Yes, exactly that. You overslept.
Well, a person can make mistakes.
So it would seem. Did you have a pleasant evening?
What do you mean?
That you're rested.
As you can see, I'm not so easy to knock over.
Young, what's taking so long?
David, one moment.
Oh, you've got a visitor. Is that the drugs rep? Has he forgotten something?
No. Listen, David. I'm afraid I have some unpleasant news.
Unpleasant? For me or for you?
For you, I'm afraid. A fax arrived this morning. You've been relieved of your duties, effective immediately.
Says who?
The health authority.
Ah. Can I see the fax?
It's not here.
Okay then. Well, that's not a problem. Because I'm ignoring the suspension until I see the printed evidence.
You're refusing? That's not how things work here, dear colleague. You're no longer entitled to the job. You don't seem to understand that you're not irreplaceable.
That's not for you to decide.
And neither for you. I'm going to initiate the necessary proceedings now.
Do what you feel is right. Now I know what I'm up against. If he comes back, and it won't be alone, it's gonna get pretty uncomfortable. I'd better take a look at the patients now. What the hell's happened here? He's unconscious. Uh-huh. That's Valicetinol. An extremely powerful sedative. Young must have given him that. I'll have to give him the antidote. My God. I don't believe it. He's unconscious as well. Look at that. Me showing up shook him so much he left the cockpit unlocked. The drug cabinet's open, but I don't know what he's given them. Valicetinol. 10 milliliters of echinotrin will work against that. I'll take enough for all of them with me. They'll be awake again in a few hours. Unconscious. Echinotrine. That's it then. My God. Okay. I don't believe it. Right then. He's unconscious as well. Okay. Okay, now I just have to wait a short while.